The Shinkansen is the Japanese bullet train that makes up an extensive network of high-speed trains that run across the country. And today I'm going to try and catch 4 different types of Shinkansen trains. Join me as we check out the features of each train type, and I show you how you can integrate these fast trains into a 3-day Japanese itinerary for just 150 Australian dollars.
Today is an exciting day. I'm going to try and see if I can get on 3 different Shinkansen lines in one day and try them all out.
Let's begin today's adventure at Tokyo Station, one of the busiest stations in the world and the meeting point for Shinkansen trains traveling both north and south of the country. Today's journey is made possible by JR's Tokyo-wide pass, but more on this later. I'll be traveling in second class on all trains today and didn't make any seat reservations in advance. Our first train departing from platform 21 on the Tohoku Shinkansen line is operated by the older E3 series, also known as the Mini Shinkansen. There is a part attachment to an E5 series train, but unfortunately these coaches are reserved. Introduced in the late 90s, the Mini Shinkansen has a lower car width to fit certain sections of the line and hence has these fold-out door steps. This also means that the E3 has a unique 4 across 2-2 layout seating configuration in second class. The seats are quite spacious and offer a good amount of recline. Standard features include the coat hook, a fold-out tray table, seat pocket, and the footrest. There are also overhead reading lights and AC power sockets throughout the train. Each seat also featured its own pull-down window shade. The train's facilities were so fancy. Despite its age, it was impressively clean, a hallmark of Japan's railways. We reached a top speed of 237 km per hour, covering the 150 km trip to Utsonomiya in just 45 minutes. And that time also included the 2 stops in between. Utsonomiya station is a great spot to watch Japan's fastest train. The Hayabusa zooms past at 320 km per hour as it covers the 308 km journey from Omiya to Sendai in just 67 minutes. Aside from the trains, Utsonomiya is also a gateway to Nikko, a city famous for its mountainous landscapes and intricate shrines. The train to Nikko on the Nikko line is also operated by JR and is hence covered by the pass. After spending half a day exploring, I returned to the station for my next Shinkansen. I was hoping for an E5, but ended up with an E2 instead. Operating since the late 90s, the E2 is a critically endangered type, with just 13 sets left. These trains are getting progressively replaced by the newer trains, and rumors suggest that they will be completely gone by 2025. Traveling without a seat reservation meant queuing for a seat. But thankfully I got lucky and found myself a window seat. The E2's 3-2 seat layout is similar to what's seen on other Shinkansens, with some subtle differences. This includes the shared window shades between two rows of seats. This and the color of the seats apart, everything else was exactly identical to the other trains. Despite a top speed of 275 km per hour, the train didn't get anywhere near that on this section of the journey. In just 28 minutes time, I was back at Omiya station, the branching point for the Tohoku and the other two Shinkansen lines. I quickly moved across to platform 18 to catch my next train, which is the E7 series. With its distinctive blue and gold livery, the E7 series is one of the newest Shinkansen models. The seat layout was once again 3 across 2, with features similar to the E2 series. My speedometer stopped working at this point, but I later confirmed that the train's top speed is a maximum of 260 km per hour. With time running out, I make a quick stop at Takasaki station, which serves as the gateway to the Gunma prefecture, known for its hot springs and ski resorts. Takasaki station is also a great location for spotting passing Shinkansen trains. After a brief stop, I hopped back on the E7 again to return to Omiya. And this time the train was even more crowded. Just a reminder that seat reservations are quite important if you're traveling during peak hours. Thankfully, the trip from Takasaki to Omiya takes only 26 minutes. And hey, we got to catch all the trains. Finally at Omiya station, it's time for the highlight of today, the E5 Shinkansen. This is the fastest train in Japan with a top speed of 320 km per hour. The distinctive long nose on this train is designed to minimize the loud noise caused by tunnel shockwaves upon exit. Unfortunately for me, this train is often fully reserved. Luckily, a gate agent understood my task, found the next E5 service, and helped me with getting a seat reservation. Inside, the 3-2 seating arrangement is not too dissimilar to what's seen on other trains. But this time it comes with adjustable headrests. The rest of the train's features are very similar, which reaffirms the point that there is no such thing as a bad seat on the Shinkansen. Interestingly, the E5 is going to be the train of choice on India's first high-speed rail between Mumbai and Ahmedabad. On this very short trip between Omiya and Tokyo, the E5 reached nowhere near its top speed, but it was still a fitting end to a day of train hopping.
4 Shinkansens in one day. Thank you for joining us.
That brings to an end my full day Shinkansen adventure. Which Shinkansen was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. All trains that I accessed today were covered using JRE's Tokyo-wide pass. This is a 3-day pass that costs 15,000 Japanese yen or 150 Australian dollars. They can be purchased at any one of these ticket machines at major Tokyo stations that have an inbuilt passport reader. The area of coverage includes JRE's extensive network around Tokyo, including the Shinkansen lines that we rode today. Note that the Tokaido Shinkansen to Osaka is not covered as it's part of JR's central company. Considering that a round trip to Utsonomiya station alone costs 9,000 yen, it could be a great deal, especially if you're exploring the wider Tokyo region. The pass also covers the rapid express to Mount Fuji, which I'll cover in another video. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it and got an insight into taking the Shinkansen.